What's up? I'm Graybeard, and this is Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. The menu doesn't normally look like this, but I started two files. I started one with the modern control scheme. Got there. Modern style is what they call it. And then I started a file with legacy style, just to see how true to the original it was, which it's not totally true to the original. It's not really the old school controls. Okay. But doing that changed the menu to the classic version. So I think for this episode we're gonna be treated to the classic main menu here. But maybe in the next episode, the follow-up one, it'll probably switch back to the new menu, because I'm not going to do this playthrough in legacy style, because I think it's lazy legacy style. And we'll just leave it at that. So we're gonna hit new game. By the way, it fucking tells you down here below what your bonus, your initial equip bonus, is gonna be based on how you answer this question, right? So you get the grenade uniform. If you say you like the whole series, and the grenade uniform essentially allows you to throw whatever grenade you have equipped endlessly. Like, it gives you infinite grenade ammo. If you're interested in that. I'm not interested in that. And I'm already kind of like I said, trophy collecting on the other playthrough I have going on. So I'm not really trying to do a completionist thing on this one. I'm not sure what the banana uniform can be used for, because I've only seen the banana uniform in Snake vs. Monkey. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with it here. But there it is. Face green, face brown. Okay. Flecktarn, which is actually a pretty good camo. Desert Tiger, also a good camo, but not really going to be using it until later when you're in the mountains. What else we got? DPM and Auscap. Yeah. Do I seem biased? Flecktarn's kind of the best to have up front, but I haven't seen the Mummy uniform, so fuck it. Let's lie and say that we're newbies. Freely movable third-person camera. Move and fire weapons simultaneously with over-the-shoulder perspective. That is a game changer. The aiming is done in first person, and the uses an overhead camera. That's very true. It's very true. It does, and it makes me realize that I maybe looked at Metal Gear Solid 3 with rose-tinted nostalgia glasses for a long time, because that overhead camera sucks. The HD edition upgrade, HD collection upgrades, where you have the freely movable third-person camera. And if you watch the MGS3 playthrough that I did recently on this channel right here, you'll see I mostly did it exclusively in the third-person camera, so I'm a fan. That's basically what I'm getting at, is I'm a fan. So we're gonna do new style, and we're gonna do normal. Tips. Let's do pop-up tips that don't interrupt the gameplay, because I don't like that. Let's go. There's always going to be a lot of. There's already going to be a lot of cutscenes and shit. So I don't need tips interrupting stuff too.
This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
The Cold War. My snake voice is off. Metal Gear, Otacon, Marrow, cigarettes. This is based on Metal Gear Solid 3. Suzetta Mignette is not a real name. But that's fair, because neither is AI.
Altitude 30,000 feet. Approaching Soviet airspace.
I'm gonna stop now.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Awesome new feature, you can pause in the cutscenes. So one of the things that I think is kind of funny here is in the opening credits is all of the positions, all of the dev spots have original put in over their, what it was they're receiving credit for. And that's because a lot of this kind of hinders on the work that was originally put in, and like they have to differentiate like what work belongs to what group of developers. And that's also because they fired Hideo Kojima. But yeah, it's just kind of funny. Anyway.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the
I
CIA
didn't
has
mean to
finally
skip
given us
it.
the green light for the
Fuck.
virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
Don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why'd he want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us. Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete,
So the only
we'll be
thing we
facing a
really
major crisis.
missed was him jumping
The
out
clock
of the
is
plane.
ticking.
You know, that is a pretty cool scene, and I do feel bad for accidentally skipping it. But there's going to be a lot of cool stuff.
Once we've confirmed the rescue of
I
Sokolov,
won't
stand
skip.
by at the recovery point.
By
A recovery
accident.
balloon will be dropped at that point.
Let's see.
Helium will be pumped into the
Did I
balloon to
accidentally
inflate it. The
skip the
process takes
opening?
about 20 minutes.
The other playthrough.
Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon
You know,
and
maybe
pull
I'm
it
just
up.
doing it
The
for
full
consistency.
surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
Or maybe I'm just doing it because I
The
suck.
shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat Talon?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
I want to try and like I want to, you know, take a few screenshots and, you know, have a few options available for my thumbnail. So, and they gave us a photo mode. So let's just fucking like take advantage of it. Cool. Maybe that'll be the thumbnail. Maybe I'll get a better shot. We'll see. We'll see. There is the bit where he like looks at the camera. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, anyway. And instead of hitting skip, I'm just going to back out. There we go. I missed it. I was waiting for the snake thing to go. I was waiting for the text to go away. And then he fucking turned away. God damn it. Missed my opportunity. I don't know if that's quite thumbnail material like the last one. Yeah.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
I don't know why. I really enjoy the way he says, "Go get your backpack." It sounds like he's my dad getting me ready for school. I don't know why I would have a British father, but, you know, hey, shit happens, right? Anyway, so, you know, the camera gave us the way to go there. You know, you just pop down, crawl under that log, and there you go. But we know better. We know better. All right. I'm going to start off Boom. Getting me some mushrooms. I don't think there's anything over here. What a view. What a view. Even with the mist, still pretty nice to look at. Anyway, yeah, you go up here, and you get one of the rare loot items, life meds. Life meds are rare because your health regenerates naturally when you have full stamina. But it can really come in handy when you're trying to not die to big damage attacks. It just refills a portion of your health bar. Right? Right. You know, everybody knows this. Everybody. I don't have a gun right now. Just have a knife. I'm gonna fucking shoot those two guys when I get the gun, though. That's in my backpack. Yep. First Kerotan, first Gecko. Let's go. The geckos were not in the original game. And I think it's cute as fuck that they put them right next to each other when you see your first Kerotan and your first Gecko, because they're not going to be in the same location for the rest of the game. You're going to have to look for two different collectible things. Boink. And in terms of collecting stuff, the trophies for collection have become a lot more simple. So instead of having a trophy for...
I see you've retrieved your backpack.
I got my backpack, Daddy. Anyway, in addition to... Or like before, you had collect all uniforms, one trophy, and then another trophy was like collect all face camo. In this game, the trophy is for all uniforms and face camo rolled into one trophy. And then for the other shit, you would have one for snakes, one for frogs, one for fish, one for herbs, and one for birds. In this game, your animal collection, whatever you want to call it, food collection, is rolled into one trophy. So, and I'll show you this in a second, but there's a list of all that shit in the main menu, so you can keep track of what you've found and what you haven't found. And it is an aggregate across all of your playthroughs. So you don't have to find everything in just one game. If whatever you find across all of your save files for this game will show up in your collections list in the main menu, which I find very cool. It's a nice way to keep track of stuff. I hate that I burp all of the fucking time. Like, I need to get my gut in shape. But that's besides the point. Let's get back to it.
Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a list on the screen. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert action is a
Hideo
standard Fox operating
Kojima.
procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She?
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
Oh.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top-secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your codename is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission.
It's not very nice.
I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Will do. Oh my. The vibrations.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Unreal 5 looks really good smacked over the animations from the original game. Works really well. Just goes to show how much work the original team put in. Hooray for Kojima Productions. I'll praise Konami when I feel like it. Alright. Anyway, so we got a gun. Let's go up there and shoot those fuckers. And there they are. Alright, great thing about this, readying your weapon, your weapon, mouth, come on, words. Alright, the great thing about readying your weapon with L2 is that, well, and also, look, you can move. It's fucking great. You can move it around and whatnot. But yeah, then you tap R1 and it's fucking first person and you can still move around. This game is amazing. Already. Vast improvements. So they just make those noises for a minute and then they shut up. Like that. Still burping up my lunch. Whee! Tap square for a reload. I'll go ahead and fucking grab this guy. Because we are on normal, so I do have to watch my stamina. I feel very much that in easy and very easy, you don't really need to watch your stamina at all. But in normal, of course you do. Because it's the intended difficulty. There's little frogs and shit around in here. Maybe some snakes. Alligators. Oh, sorry. I always call them alligators right off the rip. They are crocodiles. And the game will not hesitate to tell you that they are crocodiles. Crocodile man. I feel like there's... Oh, there it is. I was like, there's usually two of them over here. This guy's hiding. Hiding in the bushes. We're going to run past him real quick. I know you don't like peoples. But, you're not going to fuck with me. Typically, they don't mess with you. Because that's just in their fucking file as animals, I guess. They're Indian gavials, and apparently they aren't just going to attack you, but they will if you shoot at them, because they get annoyed by that. And you got to deal with those fuckers just like coming at you. And right now they're docile, right? They're kind of warning me with their little mouth opening there, being like, hey, stay back. You better stay back. You want to miss a toe? You better stay back, right? And, but when they're pissed, they crawl really fast. Turns into Resident Evil out of nowhere. You know, just a fun fact. Grab that. Yep. Whoop. Some hornets there. I'm not going to mess with them. And I'm just going to shoot this guy. Now, you'll see this guy doesn't have the crust on him. It was on the first one that came off when I shot him. That's because I found this one in a previous, like in one of my other two save files. So that this counts across both, like all save files, which is pretty fucking neat. It's very handy dandy for completionists. Because in the old game, if you missed something, you just had to fucking start from scratch and play through from the beginning to the end all over again. Or save scum relentlessly. But in this game, they help you actually collect shit. It's like, oh, did you miss something in your previous playthrough? That's fine. In this next one, you will only have to find the things that you missed, not the things that you already found in another playthrough. That's just wonderful quality of life improvement. I think there's one more thing over there. There is. Huh? Suppressor. Got 5 of them. I feel like that's a lot. It probably isn't. But I do feel like it is. Whoop. He's swiping his tail at me just to let me know he didn't like that. I got too close. Anyway. Well, you're kind of in my way now, bud. Could you move? Move along now. Move along. Alright, fine. Ah, shit, I waited too long. Let me check the map. There's side paths and stuff to find. Look, there's a check mark where I found the gecko. There would be a check mark, a green check mark for the Kerotan. If I had found it. I don't know where it is. I'll be real with you. I don't know where it is. I'm not someone who has found all 64 Kerotans in the original game. But now that they have a better way to keep track of everything, I might go for that. I know one of them for sure is like a blink and you miss it because it's in the rail shooter section. Or 2 of them. Something like that. Is it in the swamp area? I feel like it is. I feel like I've seen it over here in the original game. Squeeze me. Pardon me, gentlemen. Or ladies. I don't know. I'm not going to check for a cloaca. Okay? I'm not. Don't worry. I'm not Steve Irwin. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck it is. Ah, shit, I waited too long. Can I make it? Let's find out. Will he make it? Up to my fucking chest. I made it. That was scary. Yeah, I don't fucking see any Kerotans over here. Maybe it's not in the swamp area. Where is that Kerotan? Who knows? Nobody. Certainly not me. Moving on. I'm so dirty. I'm a dirty boy. I need a shower. Whoop. There he is. I fucking found him. He's blending in with his green skin. Boom. Got them both. I'm going to edit that to make it look like I instantly found it.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the Camo Index. The Camo Index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Okay. Boss, I want to have more conversations with you. Discuss this camouflage matter.
Camouflage is an indispensable tool when you're sneaking through the jungle.
Thank
to
you.
use camouflage, first
That's
press the
excellent
Survival
information.
Viewer button to go to the Survival Viewer.
One second, though. Okay, cool.
Visibility is poor in the jungle, so you'll
Oh.
be finding yourself in a lot of unexpected encounters. Naturally, this means that close quarters combat.
So I'll have plenty of chances to use CQC then.
Yes.
That's right. In proximity encounters,
And it
firing a
looks
gun
awesome
isn't
in this
necessarily
game,
the
by
best
the way.
response to every situation.
Just
It's
saying.
only one option among many. Rather than taking the time to draw, aim, and fire a gun, engaging your opponent in hand-to-hand combat can sometimes be a faster and more reliable way of subduing him. Besides, in a sneaking mission like this one, it's too dangerous to go around firing your gun. You'll end
True
up
dat.
revealing yourself to the enemy.
Yeah,
And you
I
run out of
know.
ammo and
You created
suppressor durability.
CQC to deal with exactly this type of situation.
It's a whole thing.
With your help, of course. In a battle situation, you'll only have a split second to decide how to attack. Press the aim button to get ready, then use the attack button to attack using a weapon. Use the
Spine
CQC
shiver.
button to attack using CQC. Press the CQC button once to throw a punch. Pressing it multiple times in succession will allow you to deliver a combo attack. But striking your opponent is just one aspect of CQC.
Punching him
It
in the
doesn't
face
really
isn't
start
everything.
to shine until you've got your enemy in a hold.
Yeah.
Press and hold down the CQC button to grab your opponent with your hand. This can
Thank
be,
you.
if you don't press the movement, grapple with your grabbing it. From this point, press the act, move the movement, tap the CQC
She's
button
the original
rapidly to choke
CQC
the enemy.
expert.
You can use
in
this
case
to
you
knock him
didn't
out or
pick
even
up on
kill him
that.
if you do it long enough. By continuing to hold down the CQC button, you can move around while keeping your grip on the enemy. By pressing the aim button, you can
Okay.
with their comrade acting as a human shield. Press
Human
the
shields.
interrogate button to press.
Interrogate.
You'll be surprised at how much you can
Choke
learn
him
this
out.
way.
Throw him to the ground.
But while your enemy
Slit
may
their
be
throats.
powerless in your grip, he'll use any opportunity
All of
he
that.
can to counterattack.
Yep.
In my day, I did my share of sneaking into enemy territory.
You mean since World War II?
This is
Yeah.
a good one.
Mostly snatch missions.
Snatch mission. That's where you abduct an enemy officer without killing him, right?
Right.
Right.
That's where I got the original idea for CQC. In a snatch mission, taking out the target's escorts by shooting them is not an option. If the enemy hears the gunshot, they'll know there's an intruder and tighten security. And the target will sense danger and try to get away.
You needed a way to take out the guards and secure the target without making a sound.
That was the idea. The CQC style that you and I developed is based on the techniques I cultivated during those missions. So,
First time I've heard this.
huh?
You've never told me any of this before.
I didn't?
No. Why?
Awkward.
Why didn't you tell me this before? Why now?
I have my reasons.
Yikes.
Face. Camouflage is about blending in with nature. As long as you
She's
don't need
really
to be
into
concerned
camo.
with being spotted. On the other hand, no amount of
Camo
camouflage.
and
So when you need to
CQC,
hide from the you
and
can
not
check the
about
camo
acknowledging
index to see how
feelings.
your movement and position affect.
Okay.
When you aim your
I mean, that's
handgun
not
in
wrong.
first-person view,
I'm
align
gonna
the
use
front
the
sight and the rear
anti-personnel
sight of the
sensor.
gun with the target, then fire.
No laser sight?
No
What?
laser
A
sight?
laser sight. I heard the military was developing them, but
Why don't I get a
You
laser,
want a laser
sight?
sight?
Johnny
A
has a
well-trained
laser
soldier
sight.
has no use
His
for a
mom
laser
lets him
sight.
have a
No
laser
training
sight.
wheels on this mission, Snake. There is one weapon greater than any other in battle. Do you know what that is?
yeah.
What?
Do we have to go through this again?
Yes,
Will. An unflinching will to survive no matter what.
exactly. The will to carry out your mission and return home alive will see you through even the most desperate of situations. It's the most potent weapon in your arsenal. Don't forget that, no matter what. If you want to survive in the jungle, you're going to need an unnatural movement in the undergrowth, a tiny shadow peeking out through the trees in the distance. Always keep an eye out for any sign. Your sense of hearing is equally important. Visibility is poor in the jungle, so you've got to learn to pick up the enemy's presence from the sounds you hear around you. Always be listening for that one snap of a twig among the Your sense of smell is also important. But
No.
no,
I can't smell.
you? What now?
I can't smell.
Not at all.
Nope.
Not even a little bit.
Not a thing.
Oh. Well then, you'll just have to trust in your instincts as a gamer.
Right on. Gamer
If
instincts.
you rapid fire the
Cool.
assault rifle, tell me, what's the advantage of a solo sneaking mission?
It's easier to go in undetected than with a group.
Exactly. And therein lies the entire reasoning
Fair.
behind this virtuous mission. This mission into Soviet territory is a violation of international law. If this gets out to the public, we'll be faced with an international crisis even greater than the one 4 years ago.
4 years ago, the U-2 crash.
Failure is not an option.
Not a problem. I'll get Sokolov out without them ever knowing I was here.
Man, I think we got all the relevant boss conversations in, though. So,
Saving the game, Snake?
yeah, let's talk about Godzilla. So this is going to be cool because they've updated,
Hey, Snake, you ever heard
Some
of
of the
Godzilla King of
conversations.
Monsters?
and this is
No,
one of them.
what is it?
It's a movie. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla, who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, huh? Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
I know. So then what happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Shirazawa develops a new type of weapon, but meanwhile Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in his path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Really? That's too bad.
If you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America too. It might even win awards all across the globe in 60 years.
Why's that?
2024 will be Godzilla's 70th birthday.
You think they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Of course. Everybody loves Godzilla.
You sure know a lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie-watching type, are you?
Not really.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.
Right on. Well, there's our first updated conversation. Okay, so one of the things I like about this game a lot is the the quick camo here. You hold the up button on D-pad, and it just gives you all the available combinations. It shows you often what the best choice is. And now if I go all the way down, it's 90. So yeah. You also have this. If you hold down on the D-pad, you can pull up the radio thing. I don't like this nearly as much as the quick camo thing, because I think the best way to implement this would be to hold down the D-pad, as I'm doing, select who you want to call with the right stick, as I'm showing, and then you call that person, and it doesn't interrupt gameplay by taking you to the radio screen. Okay? Like, it's showing me here that if I press triangle, it'll just take me to the radio screen. If I make a call of any kind, as you just saw earlier, it takes me right to the radio screen.
Snake, do you...
So, that's... I don't know. I feel like that completely defeats the purpose of even having a shortcut. So, like, why? This is a real shortcut. It prevents you from going into another screen, keeps you in the gameplay. You pop in, pop out, pop back in. Super simple, super easy. A great way to just kind of keep the flow of the gameplay going. This seems pointless to me, honestly. Unfortunately. But, yeah. That's my thoughts on that. That's my 2 cents. Here's my face. Alright, where'd that guy go? Let's go ahead and pop this on. Okay, he's right there. So I'm hearing it from the controller. I'm also hearing it up here. So there's like a little echo effect going. Anyway, where is this guy? What are we dealing with here? Is this man being foolish? I think he is. I'm gonna disable that. Please don't turn around. Boom. I got him.
Speak.
I don't think he's going to tell me anything.
Won't hand over Sokolov.
Yeah, his first guy doesn't say shit.
Speak. Let go of me.
Alright. I'll choke your ass out then. Good night, friendo. Boink. Let's see what he's got. Oh, cool. I'm just gonna stash him in the grass here. I don't know how well their vision has been adjusted. I'm not gonna take any fucking chances. Whoop. Something else? Cool, thanks. Solid guy. That guy. Anyway, let's cut some mushrooms down. This fucking tree's down. And then we'll go through this log so we can pick up that shit. Bug juice. Look how real this fucking grass looks. That's crazy. When somebody says touch grass, at least here you know the grass isn't real. You can't touch it. We can just look at it. Birds. Sometimes birds give away your position. It's not fun. Huh. Get to this guy before homeboy turns around. Okay, we're hidden.
Speak. If you climb trees, there's fruit.
There's fruit. I think this is where you get the
Answer me.
Yabloko
Inside
Maloko.
fallen trees.
The false mangoes are later.
Answer me. Bastard.
I think that's all he's gonna tell me.
Answer me.
Fruit
If you climb
grows on trees.
There's fruit.
Thanks for that information, friend. I'm just gonna choke you. I'm not gonna let you go yet, though, because your friend's right fucking there. I need you to turn around. Turn around. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I am also gonna hide this guy. Because you never know. You never know. Is he hidden? No. Not really, but you can't see his head. That's a part of him that's hidden. I really want to interrogate this guy now. I'm trying to find a healing radio thing. 'Cause I'm pretty sure one of the first frequencies is in this first area. I just need him to not see me. 70% camo. I don't know about that. Just stay hidden behind this tree group here. Come on. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. All right. Make sure we stalk. Shimona. Just waiting for that CQC button. Out of view of that guy.
Speak.
Now you speak.
The crocodiles are ferocious.
Are they? We got along pretty well. Maybe it's just you touching cloacas.
Speak. Bastard. Speak. The crocodiles are ferocious.
Is that all you have to say?
Speak. Bastard.
You're a bastard. You smell like cheap cologne, probably. Tummy shot. Boop. Right in the belly button. That sounded weird. Don't let your mind go to the gutter on that one. If it does, it's you, not me. Please get down. Get down. Get down right now. God damn it. What the fuck? I bet he was the one that fucking had the frequency too. Damn you. You just had to fucking fuck around and find out. Damn it. Damn him. Anyway, I'm just gonna shoot this guy. I'll get a healing frequency later. Boom. I want to go over here and get some stuff. Is there anything in here? Yes, there is. I believe it looks... thermal goggles. Look at that. We can see thermals. Heat signatures and whatnot. 24 tranquilizer dot. Pokies. Syringes. Pokies? Yeah, pokies. Stun grenade. Alright. It's another one of them shit mushrooms. Get a bunch of them, put them in some bread, have a shit mushroom sandwich. A shit mushroom sandwich, whatever. Fuck. Alright, I think... I might be wrong. I thought the Kerotan, or the Gakko, one of them was up here. I am mistaken. There's a monkey up here in the Snake vs. Monkey. Or I guess an ape. Since they are from Ape Escape. Apes! Sorry. A kernel came out of me there. Oh, there's the fruit they're talking about. Whoa! Somebody's not asleep. I wanted to shoot the fruit down. Fuck. Alright. There it is. I have to go first person. I think if I eat the fruit that I shoot down with the tranquilizer dart, it just puts me to sleep. Because it literally absorbs the drugs. But that counts towards the food collecting. Which is... These guys still asleep? Yep, they're still asleep. That guy's awake now, though. That's unfortunate. I bet he was real confused about waking up in that tree stump. Ha ha ha. Comedy. So another thing that we can notice about this versus the new style versus classic style is that the bullets will fall. Whereas like in Legacy style or whatever, they kind of just shoot straight. Like gravity's just not a thing. I really hate that the fucking Hornets did not attack him. That sucks so much ass. Look how many guards there are now. Fuck me. It probably would have been better to wait for all of them to get there and then shoot down the hornet's nest. Oh well. Is that really the best option? Oh, hey. What does the mummy suit do? Prevents injuries which require bandages to treat because you're already covered in bandages. That's hilarious. I can turn into a crocodile, man. But I don't have the cap yet, so I'm not going to do that. They're just hanging out. Yeah, this would have been the ideal time to shoot down the fucking wasp nest. Well, I'll just plug him now. And then when his friend comes to check, turn around to check. Or just, there we go. Now I got a clear shot. And that's those two guys down. I'm just gonna hide their bodies. Squeeze me. I said, I'm just gonna hide their bodies. There we go. I don't think I need stun grenades, but thanks. 2 guys over there. A total of 4 fucking guys here. There used to just be 2. They literally doubled up on the guards, which is great because this is such a quick area to breeze through. It really offers like no challenge. Shoot him. There we go. I have no idea where the Gakko is, but that's the Kerotan. Oh, here comes that guy. He's patrolling the bridge. He thinks he's doing a good job. He has no idea that I lie in wait. Is he gonna come all the way across, though? I may have to just wait for him to turn around if he doesn't come all the way across, and then just go fucking, like, sneak up on him on the bridge. Yeah, he's not coming all the way. He will turn around. There he goes. And here I go. There is another guy across the way, though. I may just have to shoot him. If you move fast without stalking on the bridge, they can feel your footsteps and then they turn around, which is just fantastic. Right, I think I'll just sneak up on this last guy. I'm sure somebody has a healing radio frequency. Not that I need it, I just like being able to listen to the songs. It's fun. It's neat. Tell me about the healing radio.
You stinking American.
I don't smell... Well, maybe I do smell that.
Speak. You lousy.
You lousy!
Answer me.
You're lousy.
You stinking American.
Oh, all he's got is insults. He's rude. You're just buying the propaganda, right? Where I'm actually really cool, despite shooting you in the face with a tranquilizer dart. Whoopsie. But you don't really know about that. There's also another hornet's nest here to shoot down, which is cool. You know, it's neat. I love the way these areas look now. Looks like an environment and less like a video game, which I'm always a fan of. Always. Statistically. Look at that. Got an M16 and some benzene. Ah, shit, I missed the... So when you pick up when you pick up any kind of new equipment, you can very quickly press up on the D-pad, and it'll take you right into this menu. I missed that prompt. It's only there for a second. And then you can step lightly onto this branch. Step lightly. There we go. Yeah, you can hang there if you want to. I don't know why you would, but you can. Where the fuck is the gecko? There's gotta be one in this area. Like, I figure if there's 64 Kerotans and 64 gecko, that, oh, I can't fucking pull up because it's a shimmy. I think a shimmy, there's no enough space. Right, now, there we go. Up, I found him. There he is. They got him in like a little mini ghillie suit until you find him and you blast it off. Yeah, and then the Kerotans are green, so they're naturally hard to find. Woohoo!
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. FYI, if you don't get all those relevant, fun boss conversations in before you get to this area, it is officially too late. So.
Do you want to save? Snake, do you know the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Nope, never heard of it.
These scientists are investigating a place deep in the Amazon called the Black Lagoon, and they get picked off one after the other by this fishman thing. And there was this scene when the heroine is going for a swim, and the creature sneaks up on her from underwater. Oh, I thought my heart was going to stop. I mean, of course, the 3D effects in It Came from Outer Space were a lot more intense, but...
It wouldn't be referring to you coming from outer space, would it?
How rude! Why do you say that?
Because no one on Earth could be as charming as you.
Fine. I'll just get to the point, Snake. Be careful of what's around you when you're in the water. Just imagining you swimming in those jungle rivers makes me think of you being attacked by a fish man.
I appreciate the concern.
Fishmen aren't the only things that'll attack you in the water. Really be careful out there.
Okay.
And don't be attacking any pretty girls going for a swim, either.
Are you calling me a fish man?
You started it.
All right. If you watched this far, I appreciate you. I don't know how long this is going to be. I'm going to edit out a bunch of stuff, but yeah, it's kind of a long one. I got wrapped up in, just the essence of the remake, we'll say. So, yeah, like I said, if you watch this far, I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, fucking subscribe. Like, comment, share, all that good shit. And I will see you in the next one where we pick up Sokolov and discover what happened to the boss. See you in the next one. Bye.